Hey, welcome back. It's Brian here. I just wanted to throw a quick little video on how to add a custom domain to Azure Active Directory and Microsoft 365. I recently bought a domain called valhalla.how, and I want to use this domain for future security related videos or any type of related video based on this custom domain. So for me to make this a little easier, I'm going to add this custom domain to my current Azure and Microsoft 365 environment, which is really called, let me show you here, it is valhalla.onmicrosoft.com. So the following steps, pretty straightforward, going to be utilized to add this custom domain. So I have two tabs currently open. I have the Microsoft Azure already logged in, signed in, and I have managing my domain that I purchased called valhalla.how. And these are the following steps to kind of move forward with adding the custom domain. Again, I said this is pretty straightforward. So I'm going to start with going into Azure Active Directory. Then you go down to, where am I at? I'm lost. Custom domain names. So here's the initial. You can't take this away, you can't change it once you've set it up. Definitely not one I want to be logging into all the time, and in your environment you may not want your users to be logging into that as well. You may already have a domain that represents your organization. So you click the add custom domain. Here I'm going to put in my new purchase domain. If I use the right keyboard again, it might work. It is. Alright, so now we're going to just add that domain. So what you have to do now is you're going to have to go create a text record in your existing domain to allow for verification. Now I'm going to create the record now, but it may take some time before the verification, so I'll probably be doing some pausing here. But I'm going to take this information here. It's going to be a text record. The alias is going to be the @. This is probably the most important part here. And the time to live is 360 seconds, or sorry, 3,600 seconds, which is an hour. So let's go over to my Hover account. I'm going to add a record there. Here is my text record. Post name is going to be that @ symbol. That content is going to be what I copied. Nope, don't want any of that Grammarly stuff in there. And now I am going to change this to that 1 hour. I'm going to add that record. Don't know how long that's going to take. Now I'm going to click the verify. Let's see what we get out of this. It's pretty damn quick. So that verified that domain. And now we are going to make that my primary. Yes, indeed. As you can see, that should be all completed. Should be able to close this. Now you'll see that I have my original onmicrosoft.com domain, and then we have the valhalla.how, and it is verified. So from here, I should be able to log in using my current credentials at valhalla.how. So I'll demonstrate that in 1 second. Okay, a few other things to show you here. So if I go to users and I go to new users, now that I made that primary, you'll see that if I start to create a new user here, valhalla.how is the default. And let's go back here again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my existing user account. Here, I am going to modify it. Let's edit that. I'm going to make this valhalla.how. Save that. And I'm going to log out and log back in. And hopefully this should work. So let's do this now. Let's sign out. We're going to not sign in with either one of those. They're both signed in. So let's close this browser real quick. Open myself up a new one. here, and I should be able to do .how. Beautiful. Of course, I get a prompt for MFA. Please always use MFA. And now I'm in. So one other thing I didn't show here, that the text record that I made on my domain name back over on hover.com is you don't need that after you've verified. You can go ahead and delete that if you want. That we don't have to worry about it. And that is about it. So thanks for joining me.